Los Angeles is an interesting basketball town. There's very little that Lakers fans seem to like more than making fun of the Clippers. At the same time, there seems to be very little that Clippers fans like more than watching the Lakers trip and fall. So it's been quite a roller coaster stretch here in LA. First, we had the Clippers going down 0-2 at home to the Mavericks, while at the same time the Lakers were up 2-1 on the Suns. And let me tell you, at that point, the Lakers fans had all the jokes. And then Anthony Davis got hurt, and the Lakers looked lifeless. While the Clippers went into Dallas and ripped off 2 big road wins, which meant, yep, a lot of big talk on that side of the fence. Now, though, Lakers and Clippers fans have a lot more in common than they would like, with both teams on the brink of not just elimination, but the kind of early elimination that produces franchise-shaking soul-searching. Let's game out the conversation if tonight the Lakers let the Suns win a 3rd game in a row and close the defending champs out on their own floor. Some of it will be about bad luck and injuries and bubble hangovers, and all of that is valid. It's hard to go much of anywhere when your 2 biggest stars miss huge chunks of time. And hey, the other team from last year's bubble finals is already out of the playoffs and lounging on South Beach. But a first-round playoff exit would also expose some real questions for the Lakers about the degree to which LeBron is finally aging, about Anthony Davis's consistency, about the other pieces in the starting lineup. Personally, I would have loved to have seen the Lakers pull off the trade for Kyle Lowry that was on offer back at the deadline. Yes, it would have cost LA Dennis Schroeder and a piece of the future, but when you have a 36-year-old LeBron James, the only mode to be in is win now mode. And boy, could the Lakers use Lowry's grit and experience right now to help them bridge through AD's most recent injury. Meanwhile, over in Clipperville, things feel even more dire. Luka Doncic is nursing a neck injury, and yet last night managed to once again be the best player on the floor, racking up 42 points, 8 rebounds, 14 assists. Or to put it another way, he either scored or assisted on all but 6 of Dallas's baskets. That is insane. In fact, in the history of the NBA, no one has ever accounted for a higher percentage of field goals in a single basketball game. And the irony is that a challenge like Luka is the exact reason that 2 years ago the Clippers traded nearly everything in their offices that wasn't nailed down for the rights to Paul George and the chance to sign Kawhi Leonard. These are 2 of the NBA's best two-way players, and we've seen them both be absolute lockdown defenders in the past. But neither has been able to do that in this series. And offensively, well, PG has had some strong games in a row. He was plus 17 last night, and LA's biggest problems came when he was sitting with foul trouble. Kawhi has also had his bright spots, but when last night's game came down to a 3 in the corner with only 1 defender on him, he airballed it, sealing the Clippers' loss. Afterward, cameras caught Rajon Rondo giving Kawhi this look, which, as you can imagine, NBA Twitter had a field day with. There was this, and then you see the Rondo face on the, yeah, that's not great. Still, the biggest question with Kawhi isn't about how he's going to bounce back in Game 6. It's what happens if the Clippers lose Game 6. Remember, PG signed an extension with the Clippers in the offseason. Kawhi did not. In fact, he has an opt-out in his contract to become a free agent this summer. By the way, this is a fact that Lakers fans usually love bringing up to Clippers fans, but we actually didn't even see much of that last night. The roller coaster for both these teams is in free fall right now. They've got too much about their own situation to worry about each other. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.